Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done an update. You can see that I guess I have my gantry in place. Here I have my Z belts, Z-drop belts put in place. Um, these weren't too difficult. I think I still got a few adjustments I need to do there for tensioning purposes. Um, belts were pretty easy to install and get set up. I just got to get my tensioning set up here now, and I believe what I'm going to do is make sure that my angry idlers are fully extended on the so they're like only 2 or 3 threads, maybe a bit more on there so they don't fall out, and use the clamps here to pick up the slack, and then I'll have a little bit more adjustability in the tension for the belts. The main thing I wanted to cover here now, it's been a while, I got my new Z-rail, or my linear rail replaced. It had busted due to my own fault. And I now have, let's say, basically the gantry racked. And the racking of the gantry is very important. You want your gantry here, your X carriage, to, when it's all the way back, this side touches here and this side touches here. That lets you know you get a nice smooth motion here going back and forth. I haven't greased my rails yet, so there's a little bit of resistance there, but not too bad. It's still free swallowing. But if your X carriage isn't touching on the back here or here, that means basically your gantry is not square. And what you may need to do is just slacken up these 2 screws here and these 2 over here, and move this back and forth until this squares itself up. Well, it's not really squaring, it's called truing itself up, I guess, because if this is not all perfectly square or as square as possible, when you're printing, your prints will be out of square, and you could get some bonding. So, little short update. You probably noticed that I have my belts removed, and I have found that I was having some issues with not being able to square up my X with the belts on. So what I've done is I've removed them, and then this is an R1 kit, but if you look at the R2 instructions, they actually say to go to this stage, then run your belts. So I do have my belts out. I just need to rerun them and make sure they're nice and even. So yeah, we're moving along. It's been a busy few weeks, so there hasn't been much progress here. I'm hoping over the next few weeks to get a little bit more done, and hopefully we'll have an operational printer soon. But it's like the key thing is this has to be square, so this is touching and this is touching. So, and there's actually a couple of screws on the underside here. So these need to be, I don't have these ones tightened up yet, I gotta do those. So slacken those, and that way everything will just naturally fall into place. When I was setting this in place to mount my belts, I basically took some zip ties, wrapped them around, got a measurement, made sure this side was same distance. So from the top of my extrusion to the underside of this extrusion was 11 inches. So I did a front measurement, a back measurement. I did the same to this side, and then checked the back. So it was 11 inches all the way around. So that's how I knew that this was really handy. And I also use a level. So this is not quite perfect. It's basically telling me that my back is down a little low, but those adjustments will come a bit later. Anyhow, just a little update on the build. Hope to have a little bit more to show. It's been a few weeks since I've done an update, so Happy building. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Get any tips about the build so far, things I should probably do a little differently, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.